First launched in 2016, the Stabicraft 1550 Fisher has put thousands of owners and their families on the water for epic experiences. From the Pacific Northwest to Tasmania to the depths of New Zealand national parks, the boat has been everywhere. And while it's been built and designed by Stabicraft, the 1550 Fisher has been made legendary by its owners. Today we have a look at the 2023 1550 Fisher, which features a whole lot of awesome ergonomic upgrades and a few more user-centric upgrades to make this boat even better. It's redefining its own legacy. Today we have a look at the 1550 Fisher, our most versatile and accessible Stabicraft ever.
You know, 1550, when we first concepted that, we'd had a couple of goes at doing a 15 and a half foot boat. And in that design, we had a lot of playing around with getting the shape and the style right. And then, you know, when we talked about the windscreen and the cabin, the cabin and the windscreen, it had to appeal to people. You had to look at it and go, man, that's a good looking boat. And so the other criteria was, we had up on our design room wall, it was like, if it looks like our old model, or if it looks like some of our competitors, then we've failed. So that was the litmus test from a visual point of view. And then kind of probably the third key thing was really it had to perform on water. It had to be better than our incumbent model, because why would you design something and change something if it wasn't better than the previous? So that's a mantra we use all the time these days. So that 1550, we ended up with 4 different hull iterations before we got to the perfect hull. And once we got to that perfect hull, it's like, yeah, anybody that runs in a 1550, they go, man, this boat doesn't feel like a 1550. It feels significantly better. You've got cockpit space, you've got the seating setup is really good, you've got the flip up windscreen and, you know, launching and retrieving, getting on and off the boat, throwing gear on and off the boat from the beach. You know, if you've got some wildlife you've caught, you know, you can bring that in the boat through that. Diving, you know, you've still got the low back end, which is simple. Low power to weight ratio. There's so many little things. It's just really good.
And now it's time to have a look at the enhanced ergonomics of the new 1550 Fisher. Starting at the bow and opening up the iconic front windscreen hatch, it's still a very familiar layout on the inside. As we head back to the bow, we see a new style forward step, which also houses a self-raised anchor bin up off the floor. That's a nice solid step and it gives you great access out of the bow. Of course, you've got your mooring cleat and your anchor rollers up ahead. Taking a step back, we see the new footrest, which works as a barrier to stop gear stored in the floor area from sliding backwards. Also helps having heaps of storage in the gunnels. The dash gets a tidy up with a new rear access hatch, new 6-way electronics panel and better lighting. And then of course we've got flat combings leading back to the new style transom brought over from the 1550 Frontier. This tidy powder-coated locker keeps your batteries clear of the floor and out of the elements. And this particular model features a washdown pump and a removable bait board and ski pole. There are more options for this transom, including a welded-in live bait tank. The 2023 1550 Fisher is offered in 4 packages with a range of optional features. The Adventure package, it's your starting point. Bare alloy finish, durable powder-coated surfaces, tread plate floor, it's ready to hit the water. Then there's the Sport Fish, standard with the rear boarding ladder and handrail, Fish Pro seats, stainless steel rod holders, deck wash, 70-litre Icetec cooler squab, and much more. Then you got the Pro Fish with the 60-litre underfloor fuel tank as standard, belting up paint, rod and canopy arch, bimini and canvas top, welded in live bait tank, dual boarding platforms with handrails and much more. And then you've got the Offshore, designed for boaters destined for cooler climates. That has the full wraparound canvas and clear protection, creating an enclosed helm area with 360-degree visibility. You can find out more info on all of these packages and the additional custom options that you can add to them on our website, or of course talk to your local dealer for everything 1550 Fisher.